Right, okay, so time for a little kind of legato lesson. I was just messing around with this track and I thought, what would I practice over this? So we're kind of grooving around in A. Going between like A major and A minor. So what I was thinking was we could use some kind of pentatonic-y stuff over this, or 3-note per string, whatever. So the pattern that I'm interested in here, we'll start it off in kind of just A minor kind of thing. So we're going. That's kind of going to be the basic premise of it. So we're thinking in 3-note per string kind of stuff. And if we're in this shape here, so like A Aeolian, or the 6th kind of version of the major scale, so we're going to start here on the 7th fret, down to the 5th fret, back up to the 8th. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then straight up D, E, F, 5, 7, A, and then the 5th fret on the D string. So as so, and then repeat the pattern again, but we're going to now be starting on the 7th fret on the D string and follow up through the pattern. So you get and that would be the whole thing. So up to the 6th fret, and then 8, 6, 10, 7, 8, 10, 12, 8. The reason that this kind of thing is good is because if you practice this with a click or with a drum beat or something, you're going to be breaking away from the kind of more obvious kind of triplet stuff. And I think what is really important for legato playing is to try and get to this kind of even 16th note as quick as possible, and away from kind of triplet feel like the traditional. You know, if we can get away from that, we can start to even out our legato, because you'll notice that you're gonna, we're not going to be picking kind of, our strong beats are not going to be where the string changes are, I don't think. So, you know, you want to kind of pick the string changes, or when we are playing picks, we want to keep them lighter so that the whole line is a bit more even. Okay, so that's kind of one idea. So we could then, what I would have done when I was younger would be to take this through the entire scale. So if we got, that's kind of our shape 6, then what about shape 7? And then kind of, if we start now on shape 1, so we're starting on C major. And then on shape 3, 2 even, because it's now here. And so on. And so forth until. So this, I think, is the kind of thing that you could take something like this and you can learn it relatively quickly and then start to apply ideas with that technique in mind. So what is maintained throughout this is this idea of kind of 3 notes per string, and then the relationship. So we start on the 2nd note on the 1st string, down to the 1st, and then back. So we get the 4 notes, and then ascent up on the next string, and then 1 more note on the next string again, and then we're repeating the whole pattern. And you could do that with basically any idea, right? So I could try it with pentatonic slowly. So and that might sound quite interesting if I was able to play it faster, because it's got those repeated notes. Or well, that didn't quite work. You know, and then you could take that around the entire pentatonic. And so on and so forth. And what you're doing is kind of building in this sort of visual muscle memory kind of way to start visualizing these scales, so I can just take the general concept and then apply that to the different scales that I might know. And you know, that's like melodic minor. And maybe this could be a better way to practice your scales. Because we're starting to build some more musical phrasing around it as well. And you know, it's gonna then become part of our kind of legato toolkit, where and it's going to really only work kind of with this straight feel, so it's going to make us think a bit differently about our legato technique than the triplet thing. So feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll put together a little kind of worksheet of these things that I'm working on. I'm going to try and apply it now over the backing track that I've been just jamming with, and see if I can get this to work kind of on the fly, and show you that you could apply this sort of stuff instantly, hopefully. So I'll put together the worksheet on Patreon. This is a Monty's guitar, by the way, and it's got Monty's pickups in them. Go give them a little like and follow on Instagram. I've just got to borrow this guitar for a few days to make some videos with it. But it's a really cool guitar, and I think the pickups sound great. Cool guys, they're based up in Cheltenham near me, so I thought let's give them a shout and see if I can borrow a guitar for a bit. So yeah. So just try that. So kind of think about each of these being the permutations. You can have 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3, and you're following like the shape then. So we're going 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then repeating. And I'm going to see if I can work in a few of those examples into the introduction, and I'll catch you in the video soon. Cheers.